It's Friday, April 19th, and Pokemon Card 151 has hit the streets once again in Japan. And the questions you might be asking is, how cheap is it going to get? Where can I get it? And is it even worth it? Well, let's get to it. All right, I wish I could sit here and tell you not to FOMO about this set, but I'm doing it myself, so I don't really blame you. I only have one box of 151, and because of that, I've never wanted to open it. If I could get a few boxes this time around, I would definitely want to open one. I'm not really sure the value is worth opening, but it's a fun experience. It's a great set. I'd love to see what 3 illustration rares I get, and of course, what banger I get, which could be Jinx, or it could be Charizard. You never know. With my luck, it's going to be Jinx, but... So I've been watching it all week and talking to people. I reached out to some people who say that they sell on Instagram just to see what kind of prices they would quote me. I've definitely seen things come up on Japanese sites in the $45 range even. More often than not, though, it's about $60 US. And generally, when you take into account the fact that it's even $45, by the time you get it here, you're going to spend $65 because it's going to be $20 for shipping just for one box, and a little bit more for every box you add on top of that. So I haven't really seen enough case deals, especially given the fact that you don't know if you're going to get scammed, right? I don't have any experience buying from anybody in Japan. I've tried to research some of these sites that I see on like Rakuten or Yahoo Japan, and you just never know. Most of the times it's some guy's subfloor apartment, and he just happens to somehow get a whole bunch of cases and is sitting there flipping them, hopefully, or he might end up with a whole box full of juice boxes. I have no idea. So it's definitely a risk, but it is a great way to see what the price trends are, assuming that all of these are legit listings, because if they're going to ship it to someone in Japan, they're going to have repercussions if the product doesn't show up. Unlike by the time we get it, weeks, months later, who knows? Anyways, so here's how I've been searching over on Buyee. I'll show this to you. All right, so as you can see, Buyee has a lot of shop options that you can buy from. They got Yahoo Japan, auctions, shopping, Mercari, Rakuten, Yahoo Flea Market. Mostly I stay in Mercari and Rakuten, and I'll check the other ones, but I never find good prices. So you're going to want to generally know what the Japanese word is that you're searching for. And for this, it's a very simple, this is it here. It's Pokemon Card 151, all one word. And that typically is going to get you the outcome that you want. Now, it's going to show you a recommended order. And because I'm in Chrome, I can sit here and just translate the whole page. And let's see. So this says it's a carton. We'd have to go in and verify, but that says $802. $802 for a carton. Or a case is going to be, there's 12 in a case. That's $66.83. Bear in mind that these are retail for $35. So if you're paying $66, you're paying double MSRP. That's like buying one of our English booster boxes for $300, $320 actually. Actually, it's $330 because they're $165 these days, which is absolutely crazy. Could you imagine spending double for a booster box? And we're sitting here buying them up for $83 left and right. So anyways, $66.83, that's what that turns out to. So of course we're gonna want to sort on low to high and just to see what's going on. The problem with that is you're gonna get every Pokemon card 151 card. So we've got these 7-cent cards all the way up. You literally have to sit here and jump through all the pages till you finally get to the mark where you're looking at maybe in the $50 range. So I'm going to jump ahead and I'm going to bounce back here. All right, so jumping all the way to the end actually helped a lot. You can see you can get the Blastoise here for $32. And if I go back a few pages, it might be even better. So we're in the $50 range, so I think this is a good spot where you can come in and actually see. So you can see they've listed 2 bucks here, so I already know that this is what's called Oripa. I might be saying that wrong, but it's essentially a grab bag lottery where you may or may not get 151. You might get Shiny Treasure, and so I'm not going to look at that one. I will translate it for you here. Yeah, so Oripa, you can see, if you see Oripa, it is a lottery. They're saying high probability of 1 in 2 Pokemon card 151. So they're trying to offload Shiny Treasure EX at the $67 mark for the 50% chance that you'll get a 151. which is not good. So here we got 67.87. So really, I mean, that's the cheapest we're seeing here, about $68 on Rakuten. We can look at Mercari, put in the same search thing. So let's go high to low on the search here. And all right, so now on this page, we're up in the like $4,000 range. We need to come down quite a bit. Now we could look at the case range, right? You would think maybe you'd get a better deal if you bought a whole case, and the answer is generally not. Let's see if we can come down a little bit and find a case. So here's a case for $856. $856 divided by 12, still $70. $70. Let's see, dropping down here, 802. 768 divided by 12, 64. We're getting better. That is not a case. This is what the case looks like. You can see the 151 symbol on the side, just like this. So $64. I think that's probably going to be the lowest for a case per box that we're going to find right now. We could keep going and find out what the actual boxes are, but I feel like I'm already wasting your time, and you're probably gonna see roughly about the same. Let's say it's $50, and then you have it shipped to you. If you're only looking to get one, you're probably looking at $20 of shipping, and you're taking the risk that it may not even show up for you, and then you got to deal with all that. And hopefully you paid with credit, and you can do a chargeback or something. But what a pain in the butt. But that's basically. So I've been watching that all week and just kind of seeing what's been going on. I have found some shops on Rakuten, like this guy, he's selling them for $9.98, which is $64. I tried to track this guy down, see if it's a legit address for this store. Like I said before, it's some sub-basement in a apartment complex that does not look like a store. And this was one of the better deals I had seen earlier, and even this price is $65. All right, so popping over to some of the US-based sites and what these guys have been doing. Pokene had a great deal, $80 for a box. He has since sold out based on Instagram. I think he sold about 500 boxes pretty quickly. And Moxie Card Shop has them for... They had them for $85, an even better deal. They since sold out at that price, the back order price. They have them in stock for $102 now, and a sealed case is quite a bit. 1140 divided by 12, so that's $95 a box. Texas Pokemark also has them for $94.99 a box. They got cases for $10.80. $10.80 divided by 12, $90 a box. So if you're looking for a case sealed, $1,080. Sakura's Card Shop sold out pretty quickly. I think he ran some deals for people who belong to his site, and I think they were lower than 100, but he's completely sold out. So we'll have to see what he comes back at. ES Collectibles currently has them for $118. They probably sold a bunch at a lower price, and now they don't have much left, so they marked it up. I know Poke Japan hasn't gotten them yet, but he's working on it, so he should have good prices. He has tons of great prices, and he's new to the game, so he's going to offer some fantastic prices, so be on the lookout for that. If you do decide to go in on some boxes and you're trying to figure out what price you want to come in at, make sure you understand what you're going to get in that box. Head over to pokelector.com and go to the Japanese side and go to Pokemon 151 and scroll down. You're going to get yourself 3 illustration rares in the box. Obviously, there's some fantastic ones in this set, so ripping boxes to collect a bunch of those is definitely going to be a fun time, and you're going to get some really cool cards. But then after that, you're going to get 1 secret rare. Unless you get super lucky and get a God Pack, you're going to get 1 secret rare here. You could just as easily get a Jinx as one of the special illustration rares. The assumption is that there's going to be more SRs than are going to be SIRs, of course. So you're more likely to get a Jinx than you are to get, Zapdos here. All of these cards are really not that expensive. Absolutely gorgeous cards. If you want to collect Japanese, the singles are very worthwhile to picking up. If you're looking to get value when you rip, if you're going to buy for $90, hoping to rip and get something exciting, like all Pokemon cards, you're not going to. The only cards that are even over 90 are Erica's Invitation and Charizard EX, which is right at 90. I pulled it up just before this video. If you want to search on eBay, just put SV2A, the set number, and then the number of the card that you're interested in. So 201 out of 165 is going to be that Charizard. This first one here is Korean for 80 bucks, so don't accidentally buy Korean. Make sure you know what the Japanese text looks like, and make sure you read the text really well to make sure you know what you're getting. But right here, near mint, Charizard EX, 90 bucks from someone who's made over 2,000 sales, 100% positive. And, you know, you can check out the card, and, you know, it looks great. So if you're interested, there you go. 90 bucks. You don't even got to buy a box, and you can get the best Pokemon card in the set. And Erica's Invitation is 6,000 yen for the Master Ball, which is 38 bucks. So, and Pikachu is 24,000 yen, 155 bucks. That's the most expensive card in the set because it's popular, and that's surprising. So Erica and Charizard are about the same, 100 bucks, and the Mew EX is also about 100 bucks as well. So the odds of getting one in a box is low. You go with the singles, you're going to get exactly the card you want, and be better off. I mean, that's what I'm thinking about when I'm trying to tell myself to not FOMO so much. Is it worth it to rip? And at 80, 90 bucks, I don't think so. Maybe once, just for a little bit of fun. But after that, singles. Now, if we can get them down to 60 bucks, heck yeah, let's buy a few boxes and rip them for fun. If I can get some that cheap, I'm going to be ripping some here on the channel. So look forward to that. All right, guys, that's what I've been looking at and thinking about all week. It's consuming my mind. I had to share some of my thoughts with you and get your feedback. Please let me know what you guys are thinking about 151. How cheap does it have to get for you to buy in? Have you already bought in? Are you ripping, or are you just putting them away in the closet for later? Unfortunately, I think that putting them away is going to work. So that means that it's going to prevent them from getting cheap enough unless there's just an astronomical amount. When all the investors have spent all their money that they're willing to risk to put their stuff away, if there's still something left over, then the prices have to drop for the collectors. And I'm hoping that's going to happen. And we're all going to have a good time ripping lots of Pokemon card 151. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I've got a box from Japan that I'm going to open, and it doesn't have any 151 in there, but it's got some other great stuff that I'm going to share with you. So make sure you subscribe and thumb this video up to help the channel. Like the video. Hopefully when I say like the video, it shines if you're in a web browser. Catch you guys in the next video.